Level 1A, leading a horse from under the chin. And we're going to use this as an exercise to teach the horse to follow the feel of the halter, but the way to lead will be in the other videos. This exercise is not the best way to lead horses during daily life. We're going to take the little knot under their chin, and it has a little loop on it. That's what we're going to hold. And when we pull it forward, and it's going to be a small pressure that we pull, it's going to put pressure behind the horse's ears on the pull, which is going to make them think to go forward. And then when we're going to pull it back, it's going to put pressure on the horse's nose. And that pressure is going to cause the horse to think backwards, or we're going to help teach them that that pressure means backwards and the pull pressure means forwards. We're going to put her hand there, and you're just going to put a very light pressure. You're not going to pull her. You're going to just put some pressure forward and hold and wait just a little bit, almost like the weight of your hand. And if the horse is really stuck, you can very slowly add pressure, but the idea is not to force the horse forward, but to get them to follow the feel of it forward. So you're just going to lift it forward in front of them and hold and wait until the horse thinks about going forward, leans their head forward, puts a foot forward. Anything that's making them think that they're going forward, then you're going to release it back to center. And you're going to keep repeating it until you get multiple steps, and you'll go forward and then you'll release it back to center. You'll go forward, release it back to center with every step. And then eventually you're gonna hold it forward, ask for 2 steps. And if she continues to walk with you, then you'll just go back to the release position every time she's walking. And every time she stops, you'll push it back to forward to ask her to take another step. But the important part is that you always release back to neutral, which is just the center. You're not having a consistent pull on her head. So it releases back every time she steps. So at first you might need to practice with just 1 step at a time, and then maybe get 2 steps. And to pass this off, you'll want to be able to get like 10 steps forward. And then once that's good, you can start to teach her to stop, which is you're just going to pull it backwards on her nose and hold it back there, not pulling her back, but putting a pressure that's a backwards pressure, holding it until she feels it. You want her to follow the pressure with her brain, not force her into stopping by pulling her body to a stop. You're putting the pressure on her nose and holding it until she thinks to stop. When she thinks about stopping, she could lean back, she could slow down. All of that you will release at, and then you'll go again, and you'll just keep repeating and going over and over again until the horse understands what you're saying, and then you can just put the pressure back and she'll stop. So in order to pass off level 1, you'll want to be able to ask her to walk at least 10 steps and then have her halt and then walk again for another 10 steps. I'm going to check that you're going back to neutral every time she's walking next to you. It's not just consistently pulling her forward, and it's not consistently holding her back. It goes into neutral. Even when she's at the halt, you'll pull back and you'll release it back to neutral when she's halted. Go ahead and practice that a lot. You're going to practice that so that 10 steps are easy. You're going to practice it lots of times, 10 steps forward, halt, 10 steps forward, until that feels so easy you could do 20 steps forward, and then we'll pass it off.